This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Watch, and I'm so thrilled to be speaking with John Hoffman about The Barber of Little Rock. How are you, John?
I'm very well. How are you, Ed?
Good, good. Can you tell me how and when you first discovered Arlo and the work that he was doing?
Sure, happy to. Christine Turner, my co-director, and I were interested in making a film about the racial wealth gap, and we dove in doing, the kind of internet research anybody would do, and started having conversations with people. And we kept being directed to a book called The Color of Money by a woman named Mirza Baradaran, which looks at the history of Black banking in this country since Reconstruction. And she argues that it's been a series of failures, one after the other. And but there's one program that was created by Bill Clinton in his presidency, where he understood that there are communities in this country that have been cut out of the financial system, and they need another way. We need to get capital into those communities so that they can grow. And so I was then directed to a Zoom conversation between Clinton and the first director of the CDFI program, a woman named Donna Gambrell, who's now the president of the National Association of Black Bankers. So I wrote to her. I said, Donna, we're really interested in the CDFI programs. We'd love to embed in one. And so she said, there's this guy in Little Rock. He's a barber, and he has a shipping container in the parking lot of his barber college that he's converted into a loan office. And so we were like, okay, sounds like we need to meet this guy, Arlo Washington. And so she introduced us, and then we started Zooming with Arlo, and he's quite a charismatic guy, and it's really wonderful what he's doing for the Black community in Little Rock.
I was specifically going to describe him as charismatic. I think he's got a great, energy, and I'm sure that he was excited about the idea of making this film.
He was, but he had to think long and hard and talk to his family, talk to his staff before agreeing to let cameras in, because you're walking into, as you see in the film, these are Arlo's helping people who are experiencing a lot of stresses in their lives. Some of them have lost their homes. Some of them have lost their jobs, but others are looking to start businesses and are just full of dreams and ambitions. But it's a very private space. But once Arlo understood the opportunity and our goals of telling a larger story by focusing on him, he came to let us in. We developed a wonderful trust relationship. Documentaries are built on trust, and that you could feel that once he was comfortable, then everybody around him became comfortable.
Have you received any surprising reactions to the film, and does any of that vary based on where you show it and who you show it to?
Well, that's actually a great question. The film premiered at Indie Shorts last summer in Indianapolis, and what happened there, the exact same thing happened there. Happened at Woodstock. Okay, in both instances, a white older gentleman, a little older than me, but just as gray haired, stood up and said, "I I've heard about the racial wealth gap, but not until I watch this film do I really understand what it is when you talk about people who have just been denied the opportunity to accumulate wealth, to create generational wealth, to pass something on to their family. And everybody needs to see this film. It's just too important an issue for this country." And so it was really interesting to have, I say, the exact same experience. Someone that felt the need to stand up and sort of admit a failing in a way, but how the film had changed them.
Well, I'm glad that the film is nominated for an Oscar and therefore has a lot more visibility and also is available to stream for free via The New Yorker on YouTube. So I hope anybody watching who hasn't seen it yet will check that out. Thank you so much, John, for your time today, and good luck at the Oscars.
Thank you so much. Take care.